everyone, and welcome to another royal reading. And there is some serious snoring going on in the background, which you may hear. Tess having a good sleep. It's a very damp evening here in South Africa. Autumn is on its way, clearly, which is wonderful. Very happy about it. So I shall have to shout over the snoring. First of all, though, before we start this reading, thank you for your concern about me. Very kind of you. I am fine. I have been playing in the shadows, I suppose you could say. That's why we're here, of course, down here in 3D, is to play in the shadows. And so that's what's been going on, but I am absolutely fine. And second of all, the channel so far is fine too. And again, thank you for your concern. If anything happens to me, I will move over to Rumble. I will put a link down below in the description box in the near future when I have time to set it all up. I have booked my place over there, Mad World Tarot. So far, nothing uploaded, but I am going to move over there if I need to move over there. So don't worry about that. We'll meet again if we need to. I'll do a reading on the whole situation again in the next few days, and once the energy has settled a bit. But for now, something that has popped up today for me is more pressing actually than what is going on with the silencing of criticism of Harry and Meghan. And personally, I do readings on other topics on this channel, so I don't view myself as a single hatred kind of a channel. I do have other playlists. I did actually start this channel reading on other topics. I do read on many other royals, so let's see what happens. But back to the topic of the day is, of course, the first judgment has come down in this judicial review application that Harry is making involving the Home Office and their decision not to give him police protection when he is in the UK. And this is just a kind of a technical process, I gather, that is going on. It's not the substantive hearing. This is just preliminary stuff. The judge seems quite offended by the Harkles so far. Irrelevant evidence, which has been scratched out. And also, here we go again, apologies. This topic of the day. Meghan, of course, remember, forgot that she had assisted Omid Scobie with that bill that he wrote, her Finding Freedom, and she had to apologise to Justice Warby, who seemed to think it was fine that she had forgotten such a major event in her life. And on that case rolled with no consequences for Meghan. Now Harry's turn. In this case, no apology forthcoming. Apology was expected but was not offered to the court. Apparently, the judgment was embargoed, and today it was handed down, but it was available, I think, a week ago in email form, and it was forwarded to someone else. The embargo judgment was forwarded. The lawyer, surprise, didn't realize it was a serious breach. The judge was scathing. Justice Swift. I do like that name, and let's hope that justice is swift in this case. And doesn't seem to be very favourable towards Harry at the moment. But I want to do a reading, 5-card reading, using, let's just get my ducks in a row here, the new Palladini Tarot. It's an old faithful deck, highly recommended, lovely deck, new Palladini Tarot. Using these cards, I want to know what the Harkles actually think of the whole court system, because they seem to be contemptuous of it, really. They think it is there, in my opinion, and this is a tarot reading, or my opinion, they seem to be contemptuous of the whole legal process, think that the courts are there at their beck and call. Justice Warby, again, in my opinion, rolled over and gave Meghan exactly what she wanted, fell for the whole, I was pregnant, I had a miscarriage, poor me, flutter eyelids. He fell for it. Justice Swift doesn't seem to be falling for Harry's tricks and Harry's lawyer's tricks. He's told her off a good few times already, so I want to see what the Harkles think about the law, what the law thinks about them. And who, this card here, who, forgot to put the final card out, who that emailed judgment might have gone to, I wonder. I wonder. And underlying energy of this reading is the Ace of Swords in reverse. That is not being clear, not being truthful. It's dishonest. It's being sneaky. Lies. Ace of Swords in reverse. Came out in reverse. Let's put it back in reverse. Ace of Swords in reverse. Lies, trickery, not thinking clearly, not doing that. Deviousness, definitely, that's the energy coming off it. But it also could be Justice Swift saying, I'm not falling for this, you lot. I've already cut out your irrelevant evidence. You don't bring me the apology that you should have brought me. Don't mess with me. This is a harsh energy. Ace of Swords in reverse. So what is the situation with the Harkles and the law? Are they above the law? Let's just see the situation. Page of Cups, well, that's an apology. Page of Cups is literally the apology card. There it is, the smelly fish in a cup, offering someone that cup. Sorry is the word most associated with the Page of Cups when it's not a baby card. Page of Cups is an apology, but it's in the reverse. Apology expected, apology not received. Cards are being very literal. The New Palladini Tarot and saying the judge expected an apology, didn't get an apology, and given them a good telling off. And the newspapers are gleefully reporting it, of course, in particular the Daily Mail. So let's see. The Harkles' view of themselves and the law. Are the courts there as their sort of playthings at their beck and call? What do they think of the law as a phenomenon? Ace of Pentacles. As I say, the cards are being very literal. Money, big paydays. That's what they want. Meghan expected her big payday, but she only got £1. And Harry is suing for aggravated damages, of course, against the Associated Newspapers Group. Aggravated damages, that's very serious. For his hurt feelings, for all the nasty comments that you and me and everyone else has written in the Daily Mail. But he wants a big payday too. And of course, this current case, this judicial review application that's going on is about, of course, wanting free protection, free security, wanting his internationally protected person status restored so he can travel wherever in the world he wants to go and have a vast entourage with him, those bulletproof limos and people running next to the huge big stretch limo like those poor people have to do when that little fat person from North Korea, what's his name? Forgotten. Kim. When he's out and about, they have to jog along the car, and heaven forbid if they fall over because the car will ride right over them. Harry wants that. That's what he wants. He's too poor to pay for his own security. So you lot in the UK, you British taxpayers, cough up. There it is, Ace of Pentacles. Courts are a sort of a vending machine. Stick a lawyer in, pull the handle, and out pops money for the Harkles. Okay, who was the judgment sent to? What do the cards want to tell us? Can we see if the cards will give us a hint? I know my money's on a certain so-and-so, and I'm sure your money's on the same so-and-so, but let's see. Who did it go to? Oh, the Emperor. Don't think it's the person that I had in mind, which was their mouthpiece, shall we say, without naming names. It went to the Emperor. Ha! I wonder. I don't think that is... maybe it went to Charles as the Emperor. Male leader. Could have gone to the royal family early on, but I would be surprised by that. It went to a non-lawyer, and there was nothing more said about it, about who actually got it. If it had got to a journalist, that would have been an outrageous breach of protocol. But possibly it's gone to somebody very high up in the cabinet. It looks that way. I think the Emperor here is speaking to me more as a political figure rather than a royal. Could be a royal, could be a very senior royal, in which case it would be Prince Charles, possibly. But to me it looks more like it went to somebody very high up in government. And that would be a breach of protocol for sure. but that person would not be tempted to slip something out on their Twitter feed, for instance. That's interesting. So it went to a big cheese, whoever that big cheese is. It went to someone very, very high up. Couldn't get higher than the person that it went to. This judgment, this gleeful news, I suppose, that a lot of the information in this court case will remain confidential, won't be revealed to the public for security reasons. It looks like Harry has got someone, in my opinion, that's on his team in the corridors of power that got the news ahead of everyone else. This is, of course, my opinion, and this is, of course, a tarot reading. So, what does Justice Swift think of the way Harry's team is handling this case? Prince Harry himself, anything the cards want to say? Three of Cups. A bit of a party atmosphere here. It's as if they're not taking it seriously enough, not nearly seriously enough. It's too casual. Their attitude, they're already celebrating before the case has even really been heard. The application has been heard. It gives me that idea that they're party central. Three of Cups is the party card. Maybe he also thinks that they have friends in high places, because it's a friendship card, the Three of Cups, that the Harkles possibly, and Harry in particular, because this is Harry's case, not Meghan's case, has friends in high places. That now makes much more sense, and in which case Justice Swift is aware of this, and I think that his thunderous scold today might have been warning the friends in high places not to interfere in the course of justice. Ho ho. So, outcome of this breach of protocol and lack of apology for Harry and his case. 10 of Cups in reverse, and not a happy ending for Prince Harry. A very unhappy ending for Prince Harry. It does not bode well. Neil Sean, interestingly, said on his channel a few days ago that it appeared as if Prince Harry might have given up on this case already. And as I say, the news has been around for a week. The judgment was available a week ago. It went to this Emperor character. Surely not Neil Sean. But wind might have, he might have got a wind of the fact that things are not going well for Prince Harry, and that Prince Harry might actually give up. I suppose he can withdraw the case. And but this is where we are now. It does not bode well for Prince Harry at all. I'm happy to say, because if they can mess around like this with legal process and think that they are above the law, and it doesn't matter what they do, if they can lie to the court, as Meghan clearly did in her submissions, and Prince Harry can send judgments around to people that are embargoed, and send all kinds of silly claims into court with this lawyer who seems to be really out of control, really disrespectful. The Home Office has already said that Harry is showing great disrespect to the decision makers in the Home Office, some of whom are extremely serious, high up, senior people. A lot of disrespect going on in here. That party atmosphere, but more I think it's got to do with this Emperor character. Doesn't bode well for Prince Harry, and so that is that. Round one of this court case, and on we go and see what happens next. Thank you as ever for watching, and again, thank you for your concern and your support. See you over in Rumble if we need to meet there.